Thank you, Scott. Good morning and welcome to those of you who are here and to our worldwide online community to Unity Spiritual Center Spokane. On this third Sunday of Advent, I'd like to invite Amber, Mackenzie, and Solil to come up and light our Advent candle.
Yeah. Right. Is this on?
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. We're going to start with the lighting, and so Leah, oh, sorry, I guess you need to look at the script.
I light this candle for faith.
Okay, you got it? That's good.
I light this candle for peace.
Light the Advent candle 3. Find the joy that is the key to leaving sadness, being free, to seeing Christ in you and me.
I light this candle for joy.
The third Advent candle is the joy candle. It reminds us that God's joy is within us, just as it was with all those who were there at Jesus' birth. Joy is a choice we make that comes from our confidence in God's good being present in every circumstance and moment of our lives. Please join us. Candle, candle, burning bright, shining in the winter night. Candle, burning bright, fill our hearts with Christmas light. Oh, so light it again. We light this candle with faith. We will not burn it. There we go.
Thank you. Let's read our mission statement now. Together, we are a vibrant community growing through spiritual practice and love. I'm Jeff Hunter, and I'll be your platform assistant this morning. If everyone could please take a moment and silence your cell phones, it would be very much appreciated. Thank you. As always, we want to begin today and every day by sharing our affirmation. Together, we affirm, there is only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe, God the good. This is Unity's foundation principle. One presence, one power, one life living through and as each one of us. This morning, Reverend David McClure will share why we don't have to wait another day for our gifts this Christmas. I'm excited. Our music today will be provided by Gotti Nacario. We're glad to have him here. And that will be followed by Theodore with a reading and opening. But at this time, let's all stand if you are able and sing our community song led by Karen Akins and Sally Sledge.
Mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. While shepherds kept their watching for silent flocks at night, on the holy mountain of heaven there shone a holy light. Go tell it on the mountain
Good morning. So the reading this morning is from a Unity magazine article. It's called My Prayer for You This Christmas, and it's by James Dillett Freeman. Is my mind not a stable? Is my heart not a manger? They too can hold the wonder of which the angels sang. The Christmas story holds hope for us all. For in the story, remember, both the shepherds and the wise men found their newborn Lord. The childlike shepherds came from near at hand. The wise men came from afar. It was after a long, hard journey that they found the Christ. Angels sang for the shepherds. The wise men probably were too wise to believe in angels, but they followed a star, and it too led them to the truth. When the shepherds came looking for God, they brought only their wonder, for this was all they had. When the wise men came looking for God, they brought their gifts. If you are a shepherd, God asks of you only your wonder. If you are a wise man, God asks of you only your gift. God reveals himself alike to shepherds and to wise men, to all who come looking for him. If you are a wise man, you may have to come by a longer road than if you are a shepherd. But the Christmas wonder, smiling like a newborn child, lies waiting for you to find it. So, if you have a wise man's mind, or if you have a shepherd's heart, come, take a look at Christmas and be filled with the wonder of God.
People making lists, buying special gifts, taking time to be kind to one and all. It's the time of year when good friends are dear, and you wish you could give more than just presents from a store. Why don't you give love on Christmas Day? Oh, even the man who has everything would be so happy if you would bring him love on Christmas Day. No greater gift is there than love. People you don't know, smile and nod hello. Everywhere there's an air of Christmas joy. It's that once a year when the world's sincere, and you'd like to find a way to show the things that words can't say. Why don't you give love on Christmas Day? Oh, the man on the street and the couple upstairs all need to know there's someone who cares. Give love on Christmas Day. No greater gift your love. Why don't you give love on Christmas Day? Oh, every little child on Santa's knee has room for your love underneath his tree. Give love on Christmas Day. No greater gift is there than love. What the world needs is love. Yes, the world needs more love. Why don't you give love on Christmas Day? Oh, every little child on Santa's knee has room for your love underneath his tree. Give love on Christmas Day. No greater gift is there than love.
That was beautiful, Gatea. I love that sweater you're wearing, too. Awesome. Turn your mic down, Dee. Donna's orchestrating things for me this morning. A little more? Testing, does that work? Yes. Good. A little closer. Come closer, David. Good morning, Spokane. How good to be with you this morning. I didn't know I was going to be with you this morning at this up here. Bonnie called me on Friday and she said, I need a break. Can you speak on Sunday? And I said, without thinking, sure. And then I thought, well, I got to come up with a talk of some sort. But since it's around Christmas time, I get to tell once again my favorite Christmas story. And this is it. You didn't know that, huh? Now, why would anyone in their right mind turn away from a perfectly good fruitcake? And there it is, right there. I mean, really, if one of the angels of the Lord at the door of the stable refused to even consider a gift of fruitcake, I mean, even the baby Jesus might cry out and say, hey, wait a minute, whose birth is this anyway? The fruitcake will keep until I'm old enough to eat it. And we all know that Jesus could have his cake and eat it too, so that's for sure that could happen. Now, I think I've told this before too, that the first time I shared this story was an article that I wrote in one of the Christmas Advent booklets that Unity put out, and I put this story in there, and I told the story of the fourth wise men. And a week later, a package arrived at my home, and it contained the most beautiful and the most delicious fruitcake you could ever imagine. And it was sent to us from a lady in, of all places, Alabama. Now, I didn't know her. But every year she has sent Donna and I a fruitcake, and we always appreciate that. I know there's a lot of jokes around fruitcakes. People use them for door stops. In Canada, they use them for hockey pucks or curling irons, as the case may be. Perhaps a booster seat for your kids. Or maybe even a Christmas tree stand. You could use it for that purpose as well. But think about this. If a real live wise man knocked on your door and offered you a perfectly good fruitcake, would you turn them away? Well, we have a mixed reaction to that one. But think about this. On Christmas Eve, an angel of the Lord rings your doorbell and offers you something truly magnificent beyond anything you have ever dreamed of or received before. On behalf of the baby Jesus, would there be any hesitation or reticence on your part to accept that gift? It seems that a lot of people have pretty strict rules about when, where, and how they are prepared to receive and open their Christmas gifts. They have also rules about which gifts they will accept and which gifts they will quickly return in some way, hopefully for an exchange or a refund. But when we are ready to receive our gifts, we're ready. And we want it when we want it. We want it yesterday, if possible. We want it now, and we don't want to wait another minute for our gift. Now, I was born in a small town in Ontario by the name of Bracebridge in the province of Ontario, Canada. And as far as I've been able to determine, the town of Bracebridge only has one claim to fame other than my birth. And it is situated on the 45th parallel of latitude, which means that it is exactly halfway between the North Pole and the equator. Now, once the good people of Bracebridge discovered their location, they began to wonder, what if we situated Santa Claus here in Bracebridge instead of at the North Pole? After all, the climate's a lot better, and there was this guy named David who was born here. Don't you think Santa would rather be here? And he could tell all the people that the presents will arrive a lot sooner from the 45th parallel than they will from the North Pole. Bingo. So they built a whole village for Santa to live in, to work in. They hired elves and trained reindeer right there in River City, in Bracebridge. And if you don't believe me, there it is. Bracebridge, Ontario, Canada, Santa's village. And there's Santa. Santa dropped in one year to check it out. That's the legend that they tell us in Bracebridge anyway. But as we all know, old St. Nick still prefers to travel from the North Pole anyway. Now, I don't know if this slows down your getting your Christmas gifts or not, if they come from the North Pole or if they came from the 45th parallel. But as I remember as a kid, my family had a very clear and distinct protocol for how and when our Christmas gifts were given out, when they were given out and could be opened, and how much they should be appreciated. And it took forever in our house for this process. Here are some of the strict rules that we had in the McClure household. Number one, stay away from the Christmas tree in the days prior to Christmas, and even on Christmas Eve. No rattling, shaking, or pinching of presents. That was rule number one. Rule number two, we all had stockings pinned to our bed on Christmas Eve. Whoops. Gotta go back. There was my stocking, right there. But we couldn't go near the foot of our bed until certain circumstances happened to be taken care of. We had to make sure that everybody in the house was awake, and Mom, Dad, my two brothers, my sister, and myself, we had to all be awake and alert before we could go to the foot of our bed and open our stocking. So that was rule number 2. And then before we had any more distributing of Christmas, we had to have our breakfast before we could go into the living room to start opening gifts. That was rule number 3. And then, ta-da, we got to go to the living room, to the Christmas tree. And my dad was the official designator, distributor of Christmas gifts. And he would take his position and he would start reading one at a time the gift tag on the present, and then handing the gift to the recipient. And we all had to wait until it was opened and the oohs and ahs were diminishing and allowed to play out, and the thanks were given, and then the next gift could come up and would be brought into play. I don't know if you had, did any of you have rules like that in your? Okay, good. I'm in good company. Whether you still obey those rules today, that's a whole other question. But what I want you to know is I'm fed up with rules. I don't want any rules. I want my gifts and I want them now. One year when I was maybe 6 or 7, I had pleaded with my parents to get me a little red toy truck that I'd seen in a toy store, and I really, really wanted that, and I pestered them, and I made myself obnoxious in their presence. Well, that Christmas, I could hardly stand it when we were obeying our ridiculous rules. And finally, I heard my dad say, "To David with love from Mom and Dad." And it was quite a big box that my dad handed me, and I hurriedly opened it. And there, to my delight, with my eyes as big as saucers, was my very own red toy truck. I was about starting to run around the living room with it, and started to do that, making motor sounds, you know, with my new truck, when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my brother Donald snatched the truck away from me and started his own around the living room. And this really made me angry, and I tried to pry it from his fingers, but he was too fast, and he kept the truck out of my reach. But I was bound and determined to get my prize gift back. So I stood up as tall as I could and lowered my head and took a running leap for the truck. Well, my brother quickly pulled it away from me, and my momentum, though, was still going forward, and I ran smack dab into the fireplace. My head hit the brickwork, and I went flying, and pretty soon I noticed a trickle of blood running down my forehead. What a commotion that caused on the McClure Christmas morning. It certainly was the highlight of that day, and they still remind me of it. You can bet I got lots of loving attention and sympathy, and my brother never dared touch that truck again. Hopefully when you look under your Christmas tree next week, you'll find something there that's useful, practical, and something you've always wanted. One year, I gave my wife a beautiful sweater. The only problem was that it picked up static electricity. So I took it back to the store and exchanged it for one free of charge. Just couldn't resist that one. One man was telling me that his wife said to him, "If you get me one more stupid gift for Christmas, I will burn it." So I bought her a candle. There's a line in A Course of Miracles that goes like this: "I will not wait another day to find the treasures that my Father offers me. Illusions are all vain and dreams are gone, even while they are woven out of thoughts that rest on false perceptions. Let me not accept such meager gifts again today. God's voice is offering the peace of God to all who hear and choose to follow him. This is my choice today, and so I go to find the treasures God has given me." So the truth is that you and I don't have to wait another day for our gifts. We don't have to wait another minute for our gifts. We can claim them at any moment of any time. They are waiting for you even as I speak. They are waiting for you. Gifts that have always been there right under your nose. And as soon as you claim these gifts, every day is Christmas Day for you. You can't imagine the avalanche of gifts that come teeming down upon you and me, and will come teeming down on you and me the moment we claim them. There's only one slight adjustment that we need to make in order for that to happen, and that is, are you ready for this? Let go of the past. The moment, the instant you let go of the past, when you quit believing that today is simply going to be a clone of yesterday, and the day before and the day after that, the gifts start arriving into your life. Do you realize that absolutely anything could possibly happen to you today, this day, Sunday, December 17th, 8 days before Christmas? You could meet the person you'll marry right here in this service this morning. I don't know, that's a possibility. Or meet someone that you could start a business with. Or eat a fruitcake. Who knows? Suddenly you realize that no matter what your past has been and your diagnosis has been, you are on the path to healing right here and right now. You could learn something that will propel your life on a new trajectory, and God only knows where that will take you. Now, these gifts have always been at your front door or under your mythical Christmas tree, waiting for you to open the door and open your heart to the present. Notice the pun, the present is when the presents are available to you. But these gifts only come when you let go of something of your past, when you surrender all your rules, your conditions, and prerequisites, and when you quit investing in the world you see on TV, a world that even at its best is woven out of false pretenses. Actually, there's no such thing as news on TV. It's not news by the time it gets to your senses. It's all past tense. It was this gentleman, Atul Gawande, professor of surgery at Harvard Medical School, who said 80% of the fibers going to the brain's visual cortex do not come from the retina. Rather, they come from the region of your brain that controls memory functions. Our minds remember what to think and what to see. They don't process what's really there. They're certainly not open to infinite potential. So lately, as I continue to add to my years here on planet Earth, I've been using a new term for this process. Instead of growing old, I am now going old. I'm going old instead of growing old. It's a term that is my fallback, or preventing me from my fallback into saying, David, you're getting older. I go old. I go into the future with whatever I've got with me. I don't know about you, but I no longer want to return to what I have known in the past, as good as it may have been, to all the gifts that have come into my life. I don't want to think the thoughts the news media tells me are important and serious. I don't want to grow old. I am into going old. Right now, I prefer to get my vision, my thoughts, and my marching orders directly and forever from the newborn Christ within me. I want to hear from what we might call the infinite transmissions that come from within. Do you know what an infinite transmission is? You've had that with you every day of your life. And at special times in your life, when just for a split second you let go of your hold on the past, it comes flooding into your life to transform it, to heal it, to prosper it in some way. When you and I do indeed let go and let God, we find that everything we know or need to know, everything required to live a life of meaning and joy is available right here and right now, streaming in loud and clear, without emotions of the past, rules, regulations, or conditions, without stories from the old to disrupt the infinite and continuous transmission. There is no anxiety, there is no illness, no anything but everlasting peace, joy, and love. So instead of keeping track of all the beautiful gifts that are ours and have been ours from the get-go, let's keep track of how many times what we've wanted has been delayed and rejected from our lives altogether. We seem to keep track of our disappointments and what wasn't working and what hasn't worked all this time. We keep track of who hurt us, who disappointed us, or when something we really wanted was denied right before our eyes. Here's my Christmas question for myself and for each one of you. What if the opposite is actually true? What if the life force is actively working right now on your behalf at all times to deliver exactly what you need? Some of you, I'm sure, have heard of Rob Bresney's book, Pronoia. Pronoia is the antidote to paranoia. He claims that the whole world is conspiring to shower you with blessings. Now, he goes on to say human beings are selfish, small-minded, violent-prone savages. Civilization is a blight on the earth, and the rising tide of chaos ensures that everything's going to fall apart any day now. Where have you heard that before? Right? Wrong, he says. Wrong information. Not true. He declares evil is boring, the universe is friendly, and life is a sublime gift created for our amusement, our joy, and our illumination. He says the best way to attract the blessings that the world is conspiring to give to you is to dive into the most challenging mysteries of your life. Cast aside your ifs, your ands, and your buts. Get your butt out of the way and watch what happens. Now, most of us believe that, bye, Rob, I'll let you go now. Boom, there it goes. Okay, most of us believe that if we want something, we have to save up money for it, go to the store and buy whatever it was we wanted. But what if it's an erroneous assumption that that's the way life works? What if all we have to do is make the request? What if all we have to do is open our hearts and minds to the possibilities and become a possibilitarian? What if all we have to do is to stop thinking conditionally or situationally and instead embrace unconditional love? Hasn't that always been the message of Christmas? Unconditional love. That's what we light the candle for today, unconditional love. Isn't that the way things are every minute of every day as you go old rather than grow old? There's that story in the Old Testament. It's like manna from heaven that miraculously supplied the Israelites in their journey across the wilderness. It literally fell from the sky. And when the Israelites fled Egypt, after about 400 years of slavery, they spent 40 years wandering in the wilderness before they entered the promised land. And during that time, God provided substance for them to eat every day in the form of what was called manna or manna. The word basically means, what is that stuff? It was bread-like substance that fell from heaven. You can read about it in the Psalms. It tasted kind of like fruitcake. Actually, no, it tasted like honey. It was sweet anyway. It seemingly came from nowhere, but it met their needs on their way to the promised land. And on the way to the gifts that the universe has promised you and me, we will be sustained. We will be blessed. We will be gifted in whatever way possible. So this is the assumption that I invite you to question this year of our Lord 2023. Is it true that if you need something, you have to go to the store and buy it? Or will the universe deliver it to you in an unorthodox way and surprising way, as long as you simply ask, pretty please, with sugar on it? That's all you have to do. And don't let your past, your assumptions, your conditions, your common sense, or your disappointments get in the way. So I leave you with this. Go ahead. Don't wait a minute longer. Your Christmas gifts are waiting for you right here and right now. And I want to end with this additional poem from James Stillett Freeman called Christmas Truth. What tale is lovelier or stranger than that of God's birth in a manger? Had I on that first Christmas Eve been sent to find him, I believe I would have sought him in the temple or gone knocking at the palace door. To think to look in a stable yard to find my God would have been hard. But if God may be found in a stable stall, I may not be too mean or small to give him birth in me. I may, in that process, discover my divinity. To find God in the least of things, this is the hope that Christmas brings. Christ from his manger cries to the lowly the truth that everyone is holy. Thank you. I have another commercial that I have to. Coming up in January, I'm starting a new Thursday morning series, 7 weeks, entitled Delve into the 12. And it's based on Charles Fillmore's classic book, The 12 Powers of Man. And together we will delve into those 12 powers. And each one is represented by a disciple. And if you are in that class, you will choose a card which will have a power and a disciple, and that will be you for that 7-week period. You'll learn everything you need to know about that power which is within you. So that series is starting on January 11th for 7 weeks, and scholarships are available. You must register for it, and look forward to seeing you as we delve into the 12. Now I'm ready to go. Theodora, I know what your issues here as we go old, right? We're going to meditate. I knew that. So we're gonna rest on our real self, in our real self, which is the Christ. The newborn Christ is the true self that we are. And I would have you identify with that, and only that today. Every child knows where they really came from. Every child identifies with the newborn Christ within. And once again, another poem by James Dillard Freeman goes this way. To dream as children dream on Christmas Eve, we have to be like children and believe in Christmas. We must see with Christmas children's eyes that come on miracles with no surprise, knowing that flowers and fingers, snow and wings, babies and rainbows are miraculous things. All things are strange. Why then should one seem stranger? How natural to find God in a manger. Seek in the plainest heart. Is there not under the shell but waiting to be born a wonder? Need we then be amazed when in the room of our own heart the Christmas rose shall bloom? By greeting God with love's expectancy, we set the God that is in all things free. And so, Lord of childlikeness, holy infant, bless our mind and heart tonight with childlikeness, and round our sleeping and our waking weave the dream that children dream on Christmas Eve. And so it is. Amen.
Go to sleep, my son. This manger for your bed. You have a long road before you. Rest your little head. Can you feel the weight of your glory? Do you understand the price? Or does the Father guard your heart for now so you can sleep tonight? Go to sleep, my son. Go and chase your dreams. This world can wait for one more moment. Go and sleep in peace. I believe the glory of heaven is lying in my arms tonight. But Lord, I ask that He, for just this moment, simply be my child. Go to sleep, my son. Baby, close your eyes. Soon enough, you'll save the day. But for now, dear child of mine, oh my Jesus, sleep tight.
Wow, you know, we didn't have time to plan out what the music was going to be for today, but it's absolutely perfect for this day and this moment. So thank you for sharing that. I'm on again. It's time for us to bless our offerings and our tithes. So let's take that opportunity to participate in part of the process, which is the giving part. These gifts that you are giving will be passed on and multiplied and enhanced and will come back into our lives and into our ministry and into the community in unexpected and amazing and abundant ways. And that will simply leave room for more good to come in and through your life. So let's bless our offering with our offering statement. Together, I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I give thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. Very beautiful. The universe continues and never stops the outpouring of good gifts in and through its channels. And we are one of those channels, and we have spoken today with our gift. And we are open now to receive the abundance of the universe that is ours. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Amen. Now can I sit down?
Oh, if you insist. Well, David, thank you for that wonderful lesson. What a gift. And to Gotti and to Scott for beautiful music today. We thank you. We do wonderful things here, don't we? All right, let's read our unity statement together. Unity stands for peace in the presence of conflict, for love in the presence of hatred, for forgiveness in the presence of blood. Unity honors the many names for God, the many paths to God, for we know that there is only one power, one presence, one life. So whoever you are, wherever you are on your spiritual journey of transformation, know that you are welcome here, always welcome here. Is there anybody that might be here for the first time today? A guest for the first time? Oh, great. There's some. Oh, we have a number of people. Well, thank you. We're glad that you're here. We have a welcome packet for you that has a coupon for a free drink at our barista stand and some other goodies. For those of you here, as well as those joining us online, who are new to our ministry, we encourage you to sign up for our e-newsletter and learn more about our upcoming activities, workshops, classes, all of those things. You can sign up for our email newsletter by scanning the QR code that you see on our screen. It's around the sanctuary also, or around the center also, or you can find it on our website at unityspokane.org. We would also like to connect with you on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Just search Unity Spiritual Center Spokane to find us. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Our chaplains today are Murphy and Diane, who have been holding the service in prayer for us today. Murphy, love you, dear. She will be available up front to speak with anyone who may have something heavy on their heart or want to share a joy. And it's held in strictest confidence. And thank you both for your service today. We'd like to encourage anyone who is in need of prayer service or prayer support to fill out a prayer request that's in the seat pocket in front of you. It can be placed in either one of our prayer boxes, one at the back of the sanctuary and one in the atrium. And it will be prayed on here for 30 days and also sent on to Silent Unity and prayed on that for 30 days also. You can also go to our, you can also find the form on our website and in e-news. And now it's time for news you can use from the one and only Tricia.
Hello. Good morning. Thank you, Reverend David. This has been a fun service so far. Hopefully it stays that way. Just a reminder, next week we have our Sunday service. There will be no morning service. It is in the evening. So please join us at 4:30. Very excited for that. And then this week we have our winter solstice singing ritual. That is on this Thursday, the 21st. And just as a reminder, those doors will be closed at 7. So please make sure we're on time so you can enjoy it. And then just a sneak peek into next month, we have a Whitestone Day Retreat with Reverend Bonnie. That's going to be on January 13th. There are some partial scholarships available, so go ahead and reach out and see if that's something that you might need. And then we have a little something fun for you again today that I did not forget about. So please enjoy.
Man, I got my brother, I don't have anything for my brother. What are we supposed to do here?
Wait a minute, no, I totally got stuff last time we were here.
No,
Right.
we didn't take care of him.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Yeah, we got him that really cool keychain and we got him one of the signs. They're awesome.
That was for him?
That's for him, it's all wrapped up.
I thought that was for me.
No, oh, I guess I gotta get you one. All right, it's mindful living inspiration cards.
See, that's what I mean. I want the stuff that we're getting for everybody else. What about you?
Oh, you wanna know what I like? Okay, there's the scarves that are over there. 2 or 3 of those would be perfect. This is one I want for Dee Dee though, so we'll wrap that up.
Okay.
And we also need some cards, and these cards are hysterically funny.
Absolutely.
You know what I want to do? I want to get a whole bunch of these birthday cards and have them on hand.
Okay.
Oh, I love this. This is
Where
great.
are we, Kate?
We're at Unity Spiritual Center bookstore, and we're doing our Christmas shopping and getting some birthday cards because it's awesome. Come on down.
Come on down.
I hear Hollywood calling. I think I hear Hollywood calling. That's Hollywood in Tennessee. Okay, our kids are here now, so let's welcome them in by singing "We Are Walking in the Light." We are in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God. We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God. All right, we are we have something really special. Excuse me. We have something really special today. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to share our children's blessing. So warm your hands up, and we're so thankful for all these kids and the people who work with them. Ready? Together. Be the love you are. Sing the song you hear. Share your joy of life with people far and near. And for ourselves, be the love we are. Sing the song we hear. Share our joy of life with people far and near. Now, for the special. The kids are going to do a 5-minute preview of the performance they are doing after the service today. Youth that are participating in this performance after the service, please stay where you are. Younger children can go to their families. So, I'll turn it away. I'll turn it to you.
Today, Youth Ministries offer you a special gift of light. We will be sharing with you some of the ways that different cultures celebrate God's light around the world. To give you a taste, we will now present an Advent tradition of Mexico, Las Posadas. We hope you will join us for the full presentation, which will start 10 minutes after the service and will last 20 minutes.
Around 400 years ago, as the tradition of Advent was coming into practice, the people of Mexico were also searching for light and meaning. They were fascinated by the story of the Holy Family's journey and they developed a tradition of reenacting it themselves. People went from house to house, just as the Blessed Family went from end to end. Each step of the way is lit by candle or lamp, which lights their way just as the star lit the way for Mary and Joseph so long ago. My name is Joseph, and this is my wife, Maria. She's the mother-to-be of the Holy Child. Please let us come in. We have walked so far.
What is she doing out at this time of night? There's no room. Go away.
In the name of heaven, please let us in. My beloved wife is with child, and she is very tired. She cannot walk any more.
This is not an inn. Go away. We will not open the door. You may be a thief.
I am Joseph, and my wife Maria is about to give birth to the kingdom of heaven and earth. Please let us come in.
We didn't recognize you. Please come in, blessed pilgrims. All we have to offer is this humble corner.
The word of God is with you. And the youth choir will now sing Away in a Manger.
James will be singing it as a solo, and then we will sing it as a group, and then our whole youth ministry team will be joining us. Hi.
Away in the manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus will lay down his sweet head. The stars in the sky look down where he laid. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
Jesus,
Wasn't that wonderful? And that's just a preview of what's after the service today. So we appreciate all of these children and especially the adults who have worked with them. Now let's say the prayer of protection. No, excuse me. Yes, the prayer of protection. And then we'll stand and sing the peace song. Thank you. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. The truth. All right, so let's stand and sing the prayer, the peace song.